Introducing CEO Marketing Director, Stephen Holbrook.
You guys fired up? Let's get it on. Many of you know my story. Some of you don't. But today I'm going to tell a version of it. But as I tell my story today, I want you to find your story in mine. Because everybody has things that they battle with. I started this business at 23 years old. My first Las Vegas convention, I sat up there in section 215 with my one teammate, and I saw Ed Milet deliver a message that stirred my soul, and my life has been changed forever. Ever since I was a little boy, I just wanted to be somebody. I wanted to be somebody that made a difference. I wanted to be somebody that people looked up to. I grew up in a hardworking family. By no means did we struggle financially. But my parents were entrepreneurs, and they taught me the key to success is owning a business. By the time I was a teenager, like most Canadian boys, my dream of playing hockey was over. But by the time I hit high school, my focus shifted. All I could think about was trying to stay healthy. It started to consume my life. Some of you know I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease as a young child. Crohn's is an autoimmune disease that can attack you anywhere from your mouth to your rectum and shut your entire body down. They first found out I had this disease when I was 2 years old. My joints were swollen. I had really bad arthritis and I stopped walking. And that was just the beginning. By age 6, the hospital was my second home. CT scans, MRIs, x-rays. The doctors kept testing, but they couldn't stop the bleeding in my colon. Thousands of hours of hospital visits, hundreds of overnight stays. By the time I was 14, I had to start tube feeding myself at night replacement calories because I was losing so much blood and so much fluid throughout the day. So every night before bed, I had to put a tube in and feed myself 7 cans of Boost to get the calories that I wasn't getting during the day. By 21, I was on trial drugs so new to the country that nobody knew the side effects, but we were running out of options. At age 27, I was taking $2,000 a week of medication, and I was slipping quick. The disease was taking over my body, and finally in January of 2009, after having lost 30 pounds of body weight the month before, my surgeon looked me in the eye, and after 27 years of battles, he looked at me and he said, "It's time. We got to take out your entire rectum and half your colon, or you're not going to make it through the month." I woke up from that surgery, and I felt defeated. I felt like I had lost a battle that I was fighting every single day of my entire life. But what was I going to do? Quit? Give up? Wish it were easier? Relegate myself to a lifetime of video games, daytime television, disability benefits? That's not what people do who want to be somebody. That's not what people do who want to leave a legacy. See, I don't think we're that different, you and I. For me, it's health challenges. But for you, it might be different. Maybe you were raised by a single parent, or maybe you're a single mom. Maybe when you were a little boy, a little girl, you lost your parents too soon. Maybe you grew up in poverty. Or maybe you just battle with insecurities on the inside. Because on the inside, we all look the same. 6 months after my first surgery, my health deteriorated rapidly, and now they had to take out my entire lower intestine, all 6 feet of it. A few weeks before that surgery, August 22nd, 2009, I was at the absolute lowest point of my life, and I made a journal entry, and I want to share it with you today. I wrote, "Keep it positive, but the day is dark, very dark. I just want to be alone. I need some time to heal, but it's hard. Hard having people who love you and care about you. When everybody wants to be close, I just want to be further away. Put on a smile, right? That's what people keep telling me. Just smile. Well, it's damn hard. This is one of my hardest days. Where's the light? I guess I have to find the tunnel first." 3 weeks after this journal entry, I remember waking up in my hospital bed, immobilized by painkiller. I had so much hydromorphine pumping through my veins, it was causing me to cold sweat so bad that they were changing my sheets every 15 to 20 minutes around the clock. That night was the closest I'd ever felt to thinking that this time I might not make it. This might be it. I was emaciated. I was down to 123 pounds, and they were trying to find a vein that hadn't been used yet for the emergency blood transfusion that they were trying to perform. My body stopped producing red blood cells because it was preparing to shut off. My breaths were slowing, my temperature was dropping, and my mind started to drift. I was tired. I was tired of 27 years of battles. I was tired of 27 years of medications, 27 years of surgeries, doctors, and pain. There was a moment that night where I felt like I could have just slipped away forever. And I remember thinking what people were going to say. Well, he did have a pretty nasty disease. Well, he did have 28 good years. That night in my hospital bed, I wasn't thinking about finances or doctors. That night in my hospital bed alone, my body was waiting for the decision that my heart had to make. And my heart made a decision that was rock bottom. That was a setup for a comeback. 4 years from that moment, we took a handful of licensed reps to a CEO team in business. In health, I put on 70 pounds of healthy body weight, but most importantly in family, I married the woman of my dreams. Can we get that picture? And we have 2 beautiful babies and 1 on the way. See, when I was lying in that hospital bed, dangerously close to slipping away, I didn't know yet, but I had to make it. I had to make it for the woman that I hadn't married yet. I had to make it for the kids that we hadn't conceived yet, for the business that I wasn't done building yet, for the sister that I hadn't told enough times how much she meant to me. And you know what? I know why I'm here now, for a moment like this, right now today, to share with you the battle of my life and hopefully inspire you. In closing, my whole life I've been waiting for an opportunity to get back in control. In a world for me that's been out of control for so long. But WFG is where people come to get control of their destiny. WFG is where the dream machine is alive. And the emotional part for you is you know it's the same for you. This is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to do something big. And now your body is waiting for the decision that your heart has to make. You know what I believe? I believe you already have what it takes to win. I believe you sacrificed to be here because you're ready for a change. I believe at this very moment, you know why you can't quit. All the people that rely on you, all the people that are watching, you can do this. I believe in you, and you should too. This is a company of destiny, and together we will rise.